There's been talk of Dallas remakes and movies for years. I mean, Patrick in particular, are you relieved that when the show came back, it came back in this form as essentially the same show?
Yeah, relieved is the perfect word for it, because we were all apprehensive every time an idea was floated to redo Dallas, and justifiably so, because the ideas were generally quite bad. And Cynthia Sidra hit this out of the park in terms of the script. Her writing is what brought Larry, Linda, and myself on board.
I thought we needed to balance the old show with the new show, be incredibly respectful of the old show. Everything that happened in the previous 13 seasons is the history of the characters today. So no one in the room can pitch, well, you know, that didn't really happen, so we want this to happen. That is just sacred in the room. It is the Bible.
It's just 21 years later, and we have grown children now, and they're all very good and very beautiful. And us old guys to kind of make
Excuse
people,
me.
Us old guy.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's old. We don't use the word old around here. No.
Us mature old guys.
I'm taking it then that JR hasn't mellowed with age.
Not a bit of it. No.
So you guys are coming on to Dallas as new cast members. I mean, what memories do you have of the original series?
Minimal memories for me. I was born in '78, the year the show premiered. I wasn't watching Dallas growing up, but it was on in my household, you know, and I do remember it being on, and that the theme song kind of penetrated my subconscious. But we both went back and watched quite a few episodes, did a little research, you know, wanted to get a sense of tone of the show. I think Julie probably watched a few more than I did.
I think I have everyone beat.
And Brenda, how did you feel coming on board as a newcomer?
A combination of really excited and also challenged. You know, it's one thing to develop a character, it's another to enter into a legacy of an already well-known family and create a character that should fit or belong with this family, especially as Mrs. Bobby Ewing of 7 years. The audience is not getting to know me as he's getting to know me. He already knows me. So there has to be a fully fledged relationship there.
Dallas has always had these iconic female characters. I mean, how do you think Elena measures up?
I don't know yet. I haven't even thought of that. That would be too daunting. But I loved Sue Ellen's character because she went head to head with JR and she stood up to him. So I'd like to stand up to John Ross.
Do you think they could be the new JR and Sue Ellen?
It's a little less dysfunctional.
I mean,
not on your end,
we're
but on
only
my
in
end
season
it
one,
is.
but,
yeah,
yeah,
on my end it's a little less dysfunctional so far. But yeah, the juicy stuff with Sue Ellen happened like season 2, season 3, where she started cheating on JR, and like I'd like to cheat on John Ross and give him a run for his money.
And I mean, coming back, did you ever have any concerns about recreating these characters after such a time away?
Not me. I know the
Because you're
character.
playing the same person.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why.
and so are you.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're playing a reformed, intelligent, beautiful woman.
And so that's not the same.
I don't know. It looked pretty good when I was doing it.
So you feel like JR just picks up where he left off?
No, he's not. He's not at all. He's been in an old folks' home for several years because of depression, and he's now on the mend. When he hears that there's drilling oil on South Fork, suddenly he gets his life back again and wants it all.
Not only are you coming on board Dallas, an established, successful show, but you're playing JR's son. I mean, I guess that must add an extra level of pressure.
It does, yeah. You know, I knew that there would be a lot of expectation on, you know, who is JR's son become? Is he going to be as bad or as evil as his father? And so little intimidation factor there, but I felt so lucky and privileged to get this role that I was just going to do my best to create something with JR's spirit. You know, I feel like John Ross is very much, you know, he knows how to do business one way, and that's the JR way.
I've seen the first 2 episodes, and already there's so many amazing sort of twists and turns. So is it fun kind of flicking through a script and seeing what's happening next?
Yeah, I tried to outsmart the writers all the time, but I couldn't. I thought I was going one way and I went the other, and it's after like I think script 5, I was like, okay, I'm just, you know what, they know what they're doing. I'm just gonna trust everything, and they're very smart. They know what they want. Everybody, it's one of those shows that just everybody is on their A game.
Is it challenging then keeping that up and keeping that pace and that many twists?
Not yet. Right. But, you know, season 7, we may have a shower scene again. I don't know, you know, when you run out of things to do. Yeah. But not so far. It is very, very fertile ground, Dallas, the show of Dallas. And yeah, I'm very fortunate to have 7 other writers who just love this type of show.